What up, G?
What up, man?
Welcome to the Brothers-in-Law podcast. I'm Travis.
I am Talon. We're brothers-in-law because he's messing with my sister for like 5 years, but
6.5 officially.
6.5.
Whatever.
We'll see when they get married. This wedding's been going on. It's like Pam and Roy from The Office right now. It's been going on for a minute.
Shit happens.
It's all right.
Sorry about the few weeks we haven't been on. We've been dealing with
so many, oh my god, so many technical difficulties.
We spent probably 7 hours last weekend just trying to figure out the camera and audio. We're not audio geeks.
We're not. So if you guys know someone that's like good with that, just let us know.
Yeah, we can't figure shit out for ourselves. We're on an iPad right now.
Yep. We got a camera. Don't know how it works, so that's the update for this.
Yeah, but we got the iPad with a ton of storage, so you should get a video this time at least.
Yeah.
I know we've said that a lot, but
and we have like a black, background type thing, so it's not just his kitchen.
Yeah, we've upgraded since the last time. We got our light and everything.
Yeah.
We're just recording on an iPad.
And this is the first. I don't want to jinx this here by saying this, but this will be the first video podcast. Let's hope.
Month and a half so far we've been trying.
Yeah,
we got this.
It's been a minute. So I don't know if this looks really dirty. So I don't know why. It's probably because my Gatorade or my pre-workout was in here. But I don't know if you guys, you haven't noticed because you haven't seen any of the videos. I need like 2 bottles of water next to me during the podcast because I drink so much on the podcast. I don't know why. like you can you can back me up here that the last 2 we've recorded, I had to go get water both times.
All right, man. Well, let's get into it. How's the week been?
Just started.
That's why I asked how the previous week's been. I mean, when I say how's your week been, it's more the previous week.
Yeah, it was alright. I don't know how hitting leg day was without you, but it was alright. My RDLs are looking good. Hate hack squats still.
Just had to throw that in there a little bit.
And then both of us today went up on the back rows, and we're gonna up our weight quite a bit next week, so that should be good. And then it was a pretty uneventful week last week. So
besides hitting that extra chest day the coach didn't prescribe you.
Well, yeah, you left, so I go, hey, hit legs in the morning, hit chest in the afternoon.
I mean, it's not what you're supposed to do, but I'll give you one. I'll give you the week.
I think the only reason you say that is because you're jealous. Because these double Ds are coming in more than yours.
It's all right. I'll profit off you.
It's really sus when we're both, because we haven't sat this close actually and recorded yet. But him going like this and looking at my tits is really weird.
Well, you say you're double Ds, so where's my head gonna go right away? I mean, it's just instinct.
I mean, I guess.
Well, if I told you, yo, look at my shirt, your face is gonna go down, you're gonna be looking right at my tit.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
we are pretty close quarters. Before we started recording, actually, we were recording for 2 minutes up to this, and we were just fucking around. He goes, let's lock knees. Bro, what? We got to talk about this. I don't know if you need an intervention or what, but the sus thing said in the gym, podcast, anything. It's just so bad.
No. You take everything just the wrong way.
No. It's do you want to lock knees?
Okay, that one was purposely sus.
Okay, sure. Right.
No, but that Snapchat I sent you on Saturday?
Oh.
No, dude, you took that the wrong way. I was saying...
Dude, no, you said, I want to see you bend over from behind. That's literally what you said.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what it was. It was the break your back on the squat thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, you took that the wrong way. I said, you're going... You said, I think I tried 225. I said, I don't think you're ready for that. He said, well, I hit it. And I said, dude, you're going to break your back with that form.
No, you said, I'm going to watch you break your back.
No, I never said watch. You took my words completely out of there. I don't think you were paying attention.
Okay, but
I think you were on the Henny or something.
Shit. Oh, speaking of that, so I mowed earlier today, and I don't know why, but I get like high thoughts when I like zone out and mow or like do anything boring like that, like clean. I'll just think of like really high thoughts. So speaking of Henny, you know how people say like weed is like the introduced drug or
The gateway drug.
The gateway drug, right?
The
Do you?
introducing drug.
Well, I couldn't think of the word. So would you say? Because I was thinking about this, I was like, low-key, alcohol is more of like the gateway drug.
I would say no, because most people would start off with probably the weed is a lot easier to get away with, because you're not ridiculously.
Well, sure, but like, I guarantee you, like the teen drinking ratio to the teen like smoking ratio is like 8-1.
Well, I mean, we are in a yee town, so
I
probably,
guess.
but I'd say probably, especially now, I'd say weed's probably a little easier to get to.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like if I was a parent and like my kid goes, "Hey, I'm going to a party," I'm 100% going to do one of these two things: drink or smoke weed or like eat an edible.
Yeah.
I'd be like, smoke the weed. Because you could get
fact.
DUIs more often. It's more likely you're gonna crash if you drive when you're on alcohol. I mean, I can't prove this, but I feel like that's kind of true. And then,
Well, I mean, the statistics would probably support that, but then again, I
Probably.
mean, that's hard to say with the statistics because it's hard
Yeah.
to say when someone was high or not. They
yeah,
crash your
because
car.
it affects people in like different ways.
Yeah, I mean, if you smoke the same amount I do, one of the two things we're not going to be the same high.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect our brains the same way.
Yeah, and then like also people take it like when people get drunk, they can either be like really tired, or someone could be like super hyper, and that's kind of like the same way with weed. Is someone can be just like, "Damn, I'm gonna pass out on the couch," or "Damn, I'm really hungry."
Well, yeah, because people claim that you have your indica and sativa, and then have your blends, and some people, and you got your mellow weed, and then you got your I'm gonna go hiking kind of weed.
Yeah.
Now with me, if it's one or the other, I'm going straight to bed either way.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like Christmas this year, we were watching fucking Elf.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Gone.
I was laying on the couch just.
Yo,
Dude, Will Smith is the most sus character of all time when you're high.
Dude, no. I bet you that maple syrup spaghetti looks slapping, bro.
No, dude, that.
I low-key want to try that because what if it's like genius?
It'd be an easy way to get your carbs in.
Yeah. I'm eating like 4 yo plates a day. I'm not even a huge fan of yogurt.
So let's tell the people what your diet plan's looking like right now.
So right now, I'm eating 4,500 calories. My carbs are 500. My protein's 250, and my fat is 160. I have gone up 10 pounds in the last week. And I feel disgusting. So. Yeah.
And so a lot of you guys probably are like, oh, what the hell? Why are you doing that? I mean, he's not looking much fatter.
Yeah, it's basically, I don't know how to put it. Like, I feel gross, but I don't look that much worse than I did.
It's a mental battle. So that leads me into something. I posted on my Instagram, I think it was Friday or Thursday, one of the two. And I made a post about mental, what was it?
It was like mental stability or something.
Yeah, so mental health. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Basically, what I was saying was everybody wants to look like their favorite influencer.
Yeah.
Which, great and all, that's a great way to maybe kick you into drive and want to be looking like that, but you're never going to.
Yeah.
You're never going to look exactly like them. Your body's not shaped the same way. Your insertions aren't the same.
It's completely different genetics.
And they're probably on step 10 of their progression, while we're still sitting here around step 2.
1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean.
Me, probably step 1 still, because I
Yeah.
only started like 4 or 5 months ago.
Exactly, and so that's the thing with you especially. We got you were under eating severely before we started together.
Yeah, we talked about this on the other. That was like.
The first pod, yeah.
Yeah, like near disorder, or probably would have been.
It was borderline disorder.
Yeah.
And so we got that cleaned up. We slowly cruised. We got up to a good weight. We were just cruising there for a minute. Numbers are slightly going up. And you being 17 still in your teenage years, and, full of testosterone.
Yeah.
Why not use as much food as we can possibly handle
Yeah, I saw
to drive progress?
Yeah, I saw a thing on TikTok. It was like this guy, he was like, if you're in your teenage years and you're working out, there's no reason you should cut. Because at that point, if you build as much weight as you can, then you won't, like, you're going to keep that weight on. And you can, like, cut the fat away. But you need to get as big as you can in the prime of your, like... Because, like, I'm not going through... I might be going through puberty or whatever still.
Well, men technically aren't... From what I've read, I don't know. It's just
like
complete
21,
bullshit.
right?
No, men aren't fully developed till like 25.
Yeah,
they can continue to still see that. It's not puberty, but you're still seeing that progression of your body growing into it.
So, like, I might grow taller, you know, my voice might even get deeper.
Facial hair will develop more.
But, like, I'm talking about, like, straight hormones.
Yeah, no,
hormones running through my body. Usually when you, like, plateau, they all stay the same and they're, like, constant.
Like, at my age, basically, my T levels are probably pretty... I mean, obviously, there's going to be variance, but compared to you... If we're just going normal, yours is mostly on the rise, while mine's just chilling.
So if you cut, it's going to bring your testosterone down, and it's honestly not going to do anything for your, like, body, because...
It's not going to help your physique goals.
Yeah.
And so what I was talking about on my post is you need to learn how to...
Be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, so we were talking about this on the last pod that you guys didn't need to hear, but it was love yourself, but realize you need to make a change and all that, which is kind of what we're doing here. And he came to me today and told me, I don't know, coach, if I can keep doing this. And I was like, we'll assess. And we pulled up to the gym. I'm like, all right, let me see what we're working with. And I saw there's no change in the stomach at all. There's not a whole lot of fat holding on besides his cheekbones.
Yeah.
And... No, I think we're clear for 200.
Yeah.
You got to get past that body dysmorphia.
Block.
It's body dysmorphia is what it is. You
it's
look
like,
at yourself and you know you're eating so much more. So and then you go through Instagram, we see all our favorite people, you're like, oh, why can't I be like that?
Yeah, no, I try to think about this, like, as much as I can. It's like, I don't really care what other people look like because I know I'm not going to look like that. I just want to be the best looking version of myself.
No, in my plan,
like I might not be like good looking or whatever. Like I don't care.
Yeah, you ugly motherfucker.
But I need my body to be the best version of itself. And right now it's not. In the past it hasn't been. It's always going to be in the future, and I just have to like.
No, but you're better than you would ever been.
Yeah, because like when I was little, I was chubby, and then I got taller. Obviously, I hit like a huge growth spurt and grew like 7 inches.
Which completely decimated all the chubbiness you looked like you had, but you still had it.
Yeah, so I still had it, and then I was like, wow, I'm really not happy. So I completely like stopped eating. And then I would say I was like fully anorexic because, you know, I wasn't forcing myself to not eat.
Yeah.
I was just, you know, like
fee, fi, fo, fum.
So I was obviously super skinny at one point because I stopped eating.
Yeah.
But I still saw myself as like chubby.
Well, yeah, and you were playing basketball and all that. And
yeah.
You were skinny fat, as everybody would call it.
Yeah.
I mean, so we were looking at a photo he found today. Ooh, that was rough.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if he had a shirt on, he would just look really scrawny.
Yeah, but underneath it was, like, my stomach is, like, here, my chest is, like, here, and then my arms were, like...
They were noodle arms.
Yeah.
Which, looking back now, yeah, but at the time you were probably like... Shit, I just need to get skinnier. And the photo he showed me was after he went on a run. Mm-hmm. And that's all he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, I probably am partially blamed for that because at that point I was trying to be as lean as possible too.
Yeah.
Because I think at that point I was probably sitting at like 12% body fat, which I didn't have a whole lot of muscle mass on me.
Right.
But I was leaner than shit and actually had some definition at least. Mm-hmm. But going back to this post that I posted, and this is one of the most engaging posts I've actually posted on my page that people have actually commented with.
Right.
It's just a mental battle.
Yeah.
If you want to be as big as possible, especially at your age right now, let's just push food.
Yeah, that's
Let's get you the muscle mass that you want.
Yeah.
And then we can cruise at a lean physique all year.
Yeah.
We don't need to be shredded all year. We can just keep a lean physique once we build the muscle mass that we want.
Yeah, and then slowly put on muscle with the lean.
Yeah, as Coach Greg would say, main gain.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I agree with that to a point, but I think you need to get your body to where you need it first.
Yeah.
Now, do I want you to become obese?
No.
But if you put on a couple fluffy extra pounds, keep you warm in the winter for the first 2-3 cycles of this,
Yeah.
so be it. And then once we get you to where you can be, we can just keep lean all year.
Yeah.
And just build it and then shred down when you want to.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to build that you got to build that. You got to build from the base up.
Yeah. All right, so we talk about, this is mainly we talk about everything on this podcast, but we're going to focus away from fitness and lifestyle for a minute. So we didn't really come up with topics before this, but what do you want to talk about? I feel like we should talk about the finals.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I'll let you start this one off.
So you were on the Suns train, right? You were the Bucks or the Suns are gonna win.
I still think they can pull it off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this: they're both really good teams, and I'm obviously a Clippers fan, and I feel like if Kawhi didn't tear his ACL, they would have made it, and they probably would have won. But whatever. But Finals MVP right now is Chris Middleton. He's like Robin. That's goated.
Yeah, but the problem with him is he'll be up here one game, and then he's in the bottom of the trash can the next.
I know, but the last the games that they have won, he's been their number one or very close second guy.
I'd still give it to Giannis. Giannis has come up clutch for him, and I don't like Giannis.
Yeah.
As a person, okay, when we say I don't like somebody, I don't like their game.
Yeah, because you don't like
I don't
he's
know
able
him.
to run and jump and
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't say I don't like him. When I say I don't like him, I don't like his game.
Yeah.
So, but he's come up clutch.
Yeah.
That dunk he had, 2 nights
The
ago?
alley-oop?
Yeah.
And then the
That was
block.
tough.
The block was tough too. That was probably better than
And
LeBron's chase down.
He's putting up 40 points in every game.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of assisting. I mean, he's not an assisting player.
No, he's giving the ball.
His ball is in the paint.
Yeah.
So by the time the ball gets to him, it's either he's driving down or what?
His ball is in the paint.
Oh, God. Or, he's attacking the rim.
Mm-hmm.
So, his game's not to assist, really.
Yeah.
But he's putting up rebounds and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
If he can get that free throw percentage up, I don't know what it is with the
superstars in their free throws.
Well, it's not just.
It's LeBron, Giannis.
Yeah, and that bothers
Shaq.
the shit out of me.
Yeah, it really does. I don't think you can call LeBron the GOAT when his free throw percentage for his career is 73%.
Yeah, literally.
It's literally a free shot. If you can't do a free shot
Do you
and
know how
make
many more points he'd have if he brought
So
that up to an
more.
85 to a 90% free throw?
Not even that, just 80, bro.
I know, but even as a GOAT, you should be in the 85 to 90 range, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
Not 70.
Yeah.
In years where he's been in the 60s.
Yeah. All right.
That's harsh. Ooh.
Yeah, so I don't really know much about baseball because I don't really watch baseball. I played baseball and I'm kind of into it. I've played the MLB The Show.
Chuck Nasty, bro.
Dude, I see this on my Instagram all the time. I don't know. I'm sorry if I butcher his name. Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is a baller.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, what the
He literally was the number one seed in the home run derby and started pitching for that team, for the AL.
Dude, I'm going to make a very bold statement. Dude, by the end of his career, could be the GOAT.
He very well could be, and the sad thing is I think the player he's playing with right now on his team is the GOAT of all time already.
Mike Trout? Yeah.
And Shohei Ohtani could be that. Because even when his career's done, when his arm's finished,
Yeah.
he could just be a DH and just hit the ball.
Yeah.
That'd be his only job after
For
that.
real.
His career could last quite a while.
Yeah,
But he's pretty young for a Japanese player coming into America.
How old is he? Here,
I'd say
I'll
he's
look
probably
it
in his mid-20s. Because I'm pretty sure...
Yeah, 27.
You know who Ichiro Suzuki was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little Asian dude. He came over, I'm pretty sure, in his 30s
Yeah.
to start his career, and he still ended up balling out.
Yeah.
So Shohei Ohtani, the way he's playing, because he can hit for average. So he's not just hitting for power.
Yeah.
But he hit almost like a 500-foot home run. On
Yeah.
top of all that, dude is killing it.
Yeah, and I saw a thing today that was like he hit a ground out to first and was still safe. Like, that's how fast he is.
He's pretty fast dude, too.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Dude, yeah, he's something we haven't seen. I've never my grandparents have never seen. Last person to do something he's doing was Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Babe Ruth, I was going to bring this up next, but actually,
the great Bambino.
We roll into different topics so easily.
Yeah.
But so Babe Ruth, I saw a thing. It was on TikTok. It was this guy saying if Babe Ruth played in today's MLB, he would suck dick.
Oh, probably, dude. They weren't throwing 101 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like...
Speaking of which, Shohei Ohtani can hit over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, and like, Babe Ruth, like, he may have been the home run, like, champ, whatever. I don't really know. I know he's, like, one of the best baseball players.
In his time, he was great.
But he was not athletic. Like, he's not built like Shohei Ohtani. He's built like a fucking 40-year-old
Dude,
man.
he was smoking cigars in the dugout and drinking.
Yeah.
It's what baseball was.
Yeah.
And for his generation, he was great.
Yeah, he was the GOAT of that generation.
There's some players who would still be great. I think Jackie Robinson would have been amazing.
Today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Homeboy was literally stealing home. More than once. Like, you got to be pretty good.
Yeah. No, I would agree. And then, like, to speak on that topic, we've done basketball. I don't know how much you guys have heard of our basketball talk, but... We did, I think it was the last podcast where we did all 5 positions, our top 3 players in each position.
Yeah.
We might do that again today. But I feel like people who put Bill Russell in their top 5 or top 10, it's like, yeah, but how good would he be in today's NBA? And then also people that say, like, LeBron wouldn't survive back in the 80s or 90s. I'm pretty sure LeBron would still dominate.
I think he'd be really good. I don't think he'd make it to the same amount of finals he does now.
Oh, I don't think so either because the teams were just...
Well, it's hard to tell because
he
would if he played then. Like if you put LeBron now the way he grew up playing basketball in today's day and age and put him in the 90s, I don't think he would be able to adapt very easily.
Yeah.
But if you put him back and then he grew up playing that kind of style of basketball, but with his still greatness, he'd still be great.
So, and then another thing with basketball is like people say that the super teams nowadays are bullshit. It's like, okay, but there were still super teams back then. And they might not have signed all of those great players, but they built it to be a super team.
All it is people who are too salty to enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's like...
The game changes, think games go through evolutions, just sit back and enjoy and stop being salty.
Yeah, it's like, bro, sorry your team isn't getting these superstars.
So that's something that kind of bothers me a lot lately. It's when people get jealous of other people's success, all that kind of thing. It's like, why don't you just sit back and realize why you're jealous of them and do something and actually make your life better so you're not jealous of other people.
That's such a good point, and that rolls us into our next topic that we talked about earlier.
Which one?
So, about like life and how you choose to spend your life.
Oh, yeah.
So like I was talking to my dad the other day and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to work in an office or be a day laborer all of my life. He was like, well, that's life. I was like, no, that's how you choose to spend your life. Because for like, if I'm going off my parents, it's like they pretty much do the same thing day in and day out, and then their weekends are usually the same, sit around the house and watch TV. It's like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, 3 weeks at max out of the year, they're actually living their life outside of their comfort zone. I feel like to, fully experience life, you need to travel a lot more.
You need to be able to be adaptive.
And I understand, like, if you don't have money, you just need to be smart with, like, what you do.
You need to know how to spend your money.
Yeah, and I feel like I was thinking about this while I was mowing too. Like, America is built, like, our system is built where you can get rich quick.
Well, it's capitalism.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, you can go work for a company for like 5 years, 10 years, whatever, stay there for 20 years. I think my dad's been at his for like 25.
He's got a solid career.
Yeah, but I feel like I would at least, if I worked in like a type of business that I liked, work there enough, make up enough money to keep myself happy, and then open another account to where I can start my own business, possibly doing the same thing that company does, but run it myself, so everything is underneath me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just how I think. I don't want to be like someone's worker, because like I work with my mom, and she charges $30 an hour, and I get $15 an hour, so she takes 15 of my dollars. It's like, okay, I get that because you're the boss, but then I could just go off on my own and do 30 an hour. I might not get the same like amount of clients at first, but I bet you I could eventually.
No, and I mean everybody's got to start at the base floor. I mean that's what it is. I mean, so you see both spectrums. You see like me, Clint, Ryan, all them were skilled labor.
Yeah.
And then you got your dad, who's more of a white collar traditional job.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took me years because I was from where I came from. I've soared up way higher than I could have.
Right.
But recently, the past few years, I've just something went off my head. Like I'm done. I don't want to just have average. I want to go out, experience everything.
Right.
I don't want to go to work 7 to 3 every single day, working for somebody else, building something for somebody else, not have anything of my own to show for it after.
Right.
And then just sit around on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like how that doesn't sound fun to me. I mean, if that sounds fun to you,
I mean, yeah.
do you? If you're okay with just living a modest lifestyle, then do you. That's fine.
It's like
there's no hate on that.
Yeah.
But for me, that does not sound like something. That just sounds like a bubble that just makes me feel trapped.
And then it's like you're living a life that 1 billion people before you have lived. Like
yeah, I mean, we literally live in a society where you're paid. You can make any amount of money that you want based on how much people want to give you.
Yeah.
Basically. You start this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something someone else can do.
Yeah.
We've seen what the pinnacle is.
Yep.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah.
He's the pinnacle of what you can do with the podcast world right now.
For right now, yeah.
And he's literally independent. He has his studio assistant. He's got some videographers. That's about it. He doesn't have any backing.
Right.
His biggest backing basically was Spotify, and he was already doing very well for himself before that.
Yeah. All right. Quick timeout on the podcast. You guys aren't going to see this cut because I'm going to edit it, but I'm going to check the video just in case. So
smart choice. All right, back to where we were at. We're talking about personal life choices and everything. So I thought I'd ask you this. Obviously, you still got some time. You don't need to make any decisions now. Once you graduate high school, what are you gonna do?
So
like, let's just think about it. Like the first 3 months out of high school, that summer. What's your plan?
My plan. So right when I turned 18, I told you I want to open an IRA account, and then that can just build money over time. But my first plan out of high school is start growing a business idea that I have. Like I want to start my own clothing company. Not maybe not like a fitness one because they aren't as popular, but like a streetwear, because I'm pretty creative. Yeah. And I could pop up a picture on screen of one of a hat that I painted, an It hat, and I don't know. I just want to start something like that and then figure out all of that while keeping like a steady job, and do that in my free time.
Yeah, just build it. Man, my personal advice to you right now would be, there's no point in waiting. Why not start trying to figure all these back end ideas out right now while you have all the free time? Yeah. You might, if you build it young enough and you catch enough luck on it, because part of it's just gonna be luck. Yeah. You might never have to work that normal job. Right. Because trust me, it sucks. Yeah. And I don't hate what I do, but it's definitely not what I want to do.
Yeah, it's not what you dreamed of.
No, as a kid, I was never like, I'm going to work 10-hour days, come home exhausted as shit, be asleep by 10:30 at night, fucking tired as shit.
And your dreams obviously change because, a year or 2 years ago, I was like, I'm going to play in the NBA. And I'm 6'2". If I was super into it and grinded 4 hours a day in basketball, I might have a chance
to be on the bench.
Yeah. But I lost passion for it.
Yeah,
and I'm not a huge fan of our varsity coach, but my passion changed from that to lifting. I just find it more entertaining, and I don't know how to put this, but
it's your new passion right now.
It puts me in a happier place.
Yeah.
So, like, right now I want to start a clothing brand. Fucking 10 years from now, I might want to start a dishwasher company or something. I don't know. But
well, no, and your dream doesn't have to be the only thing that makes you money, but it should be I think it should be what starts you doing everything.
Yeah.
Your baseline should be what you love, and then you can build everything from there to help you build your wealth.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was listening to a podcast. It was a Grow Ride podcast, and he was talking about how he built his coaching business as his first priority originally.
Right.
And now he has all these other businesses that make him a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. He's going to be coached till the day he dies, he said. Mm-hmm. But all these other businesses just make money.
And it's like, you can have a dream of being rich. I don't necessarily dream of being rich. It definitely make life a lot easier.
No, but my other goals that come with that would make being rich would become a lot easier.
Yeah, because you can do a lot more things and expand with money, you know.
No, I was listening to it. Jeff Bezos, at this point in his life, do you really think he just does it for money?
No, he has so much money.
Dude, he has a yacht that has a supporting yacht because his first yacht's too big.
I mean, and that's not even 0.0001% of his money.
No, I think they were saying, I heard it on the Joe Rogan podcast, it was like 1/300th of his wealth or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not just the money. He just has ideas that he just wants to turn into successful businesses. That's how he gauges his success. Can he turn his business ideas into a profitable business? Because that's the measure of a successful business, is if it creates revenue.
Right, and then I
that's
feel
just
like
what he's addicted to.
Yeah, and then I feel like another thing with that is, are you going to leave your next generation?
Well, yeah, that's a big thing. I mean,
to support them.
I want to leave my family off better than I have.
Right.
And I want my kids to have to worry about, shit, if I want to go to school, how am I going to pay for that?
Yeah, and I mean, like, I have it pretty good. My parents make quite a bit of money, so I never really, struggled for anything. But I definitely...
Why not build on top of that?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't discredit my parents at all for, like, raising me, because they did a great job, I think. And I feel like I've turned out to be a pretty good person, and I owe that to them. But I've gone through some pretty fucked up mental things, and my parents are just not as involved as I would be. Like, if I was a parent and I saw my kid going through something, they might not, like, notice.
Yeah.
But, like, I would make sure. So.
No, so, for me, that's what I kind of think about, too, is... And it was one conversation I kind of got me thinking about it with your sister. Is one was when we have a kid, and she's like, well, I'll be able to take off work and help take care of him. I'm like, well, why can't I be like that, too?
Yeah.
Why can't I have that kind of job where my kid's sick, I have to go to work, sorry, mom's going to have to be here, dad can never be there for you.
Right.
Why would I want that?
Yeah.
Why can't mom and dad both be there to be a part of your life as much as possible, and I can still do the things I love?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I want my kid to be able to travel.
Yeah. I want to be able to travel.
Exactly. I don't want to just see my yee town in Mexico. That's about all we got.
I mean, I'm definitely grateful. I mean,
yes.
We both have nice houses. I mean, I don't have a house, but I live with my parents. I'm not even 18 yet, but we both have nice houses, and we do go to Mexico once a year. But I
can be grateful and want more.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's being selfish.
No, it's wanting more.
I feel like that's trying to
be better.
Well,
it sounds a little corny, but that's kind of like what Alpha's slogan would be: "Is proud but never satisfied."
Yeah.
I can be proud of where we are. I can be happy that we're doing all this. I can be grateful for it. Mm-hmm. But I can also realize if I work harder, I can have more.
Yeah. And like, I don't know who I was talking to this about, but I was like, I don't care about other people as much as I do myself. Mm-hmm. And like, I get that might be a dick thing to say, but through all of my life, and I haven't even lived fucking a quarter of it, but I've noticed that I've always put someone else above me. And it's like, you need to make yourself the top priority. You to yourself need to be the top priority.
I mean, if you're not happy, how are you going to be happy for somebody else?
Exactly. And, like, if you don't love yourself 100%, how are you going to love someone else 100%? You can't.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's hard, man.
I feel like that's a good point. I feel like most of my relationships, yeah, I'm in high school, but I do think about this. Most of my relationships have ended because, I love them more than myself. And I don't think that's fair.
No, I mean, you say, yeah, you're only 17, but you can only give a perspective of what you know.
Yeah, true.
You're 17, all you've ever known is your relationships. That's what the world is right now.
Yep.
Obviously, your perspective will change the older you get.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate when people say that, well, you're only this, you're only that. You can only get perspective off what you know.
Yeah. It's like I might not have loved someone as much as someone else has loved someone because they've been together for 20 years.
Well, yeah, there's no way you can actually know the perspective of being in a long-term relationship like me and your sisters.
See,
until you're into that.
And then I here's my thing. I feel like if I ever get married and I live that boring life, sit on the couch, watch TV, go to work out. I don't think that's good for a relationship.
No, I mean,
it's the same shit all the time. And it's like, it'll stir fights. Like, you can fight over money, whatever. But you can fight over fucking being bored. It's like, I'm bored of you.
Well, I can tell you, me and your sister fight a lot more in the winter when there's a lot less to do for us and a lot less opportunities to leave on the weekends than when we get to go. Like this week when we went to Gillette.
Mm-hmm.
The only time we really fought was after I stepped on her injured foot.
Yeah, it's like, the more things you do, the more fun you have. And then if you do the same thing, it's like, oh, wow, I'm kind of getting tired of you.
No, it's a person to spend life with. I mean, I'm a movie guy. We like to watch our movies.
Yeah.
I don't like to drink a lot often.
Mm-hmm.
Your sister likes to drink a little more often than I do.
Yeah.
We still figure it out, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not always just sitting at home watching TV.
Right.
Even when she's out hanging out. We were
right.
trying to figure out the podcast last week while she was at her Jubilee days.
Yep.
We're doing something.
Yeah, constantly.
And the time when we do get to spend at home, sitting down, watching TV together,
you enjoy yourselves.
It's precious time.
Yeah.
And it is one of our favorite things to do, is watch movies together.
Right.
But I also want to be, hey, let's go to Mexico. Let's try to go to Spain. Let's go to Iceland. Let's go here. Let's go there.
I want to experience so many different things. You build like new bonds, you know.
That's what I'm trying to build with my coaching business, especially is I want to be able to work and be able to go anywhere.
Right.
Hey, we need to go to Gillette. Okay. Let's see we'll stay as long as we need to, as long as we want to. And I can work while we're here. Or, hey, we want to go to Mexico, spur of the moment thing. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll work while I'm there.
Yeah.
I'll take some time, work in the morning, and then we'll hang out the rest of the day, and life will be great.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to build something where we can just pick up, go, and not have to worry about, oh, what about work? What about my 2 weeks' notice? To be able to take off for a few days. Like, no, I want to just be in control of my life.
Yeah, it's like...
Why not take control of your life? If you want to go to college, go to college. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college.
Yeah.
Find something.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a good place to probably stop this podcast for the day.
Probably.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
You can find us on Spotify and YouTube at the Brothers-in-Law Podcast.
And then all of our socials will be down below, Instagrams, things like that.
If you could please, on YouTube, subscribe, click the bell button for notifications to get posted whenever we're going to be on. Follow the Instagram for the Brothers-in-Law Podcast. Get notified when we're recording, see behind-the-scenes stuff. Just everything that we're up to. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. If you give us 5-star review on Spotify, it'd greatly be appreciated.
Yeah, the feedback thing is really important for us. So if you guys watch this and come and be like, wow, this sucks, well, will you tell us what sucks so we can try to fix it?
Yeah,
or if you like it, tell us what you like, what we talk about, what topics you're more into than others.
I mean, we're just two guys. We just randomly started this because we thought it'd be fun. We just bullshit all the time anyway, so
pretty much.
Thought we'd just make a podcast and see if anybody else wants to join the bullshit talk with us.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate you guys, though. Everybody tunes in, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
See you.